Hey guys, I got a problem here. I've got an enchanting table, a fresh diamond pick, but no bookshelves. What am I going to do? Wait a minute. What is this? Guess I'll put my enchanting table here. Oh yeah. That's pretty average, but I'll take it. Alright, let me get my enchanting table back. Excellent. I was going to do a tutorial for this, but with 1.3 coming out very soon, you will only need half as many of these bookshelves to get maximum enchanting. So I'm thinking that instead of doing a tutorial on this, I'll do a tutorial on this. It's a lot more simple, but it's still bud activated and significantly faster. So let's get started. We're going to start off with a hole that's 8 blocks by 9 blocks by 4 blocks. And we're going to find the middle of the 9 side and build 3 blocks out and then a sticky piston facing downwards from that block. And we can break these two. We're starting by building the underground bud switch. So we're going to put a torch directly under that and a block on the piston. And then we're going to put blocks all around this torch. And then the side that's got the block on it, we're just going to build up a staircase like that. The last place we're going to put a block is in this back corner here. So if we place a redstone here and put a repeater on 2 here, wire around here and then a torch there. Try that again. We're going to start a clock running. Now we're going to interrupt this clock by putting a normal piston right here and wiring that on an extra 1 tick delay so that when it goes off, this piston pushes just in time to stop this one from pushing back down. So now this is, even though it's powered, it doesn't realize yet and it's waiting for a block update. So that is actually the bud switch completed. And now we're going to turn it into a T-bud, which is a bud switch that acts as a T flip-flop. And to do that, we just put some redstone on this block, a repeater here set to 3, a torch on the side of the block, and then connect this redstone together. We're going to connect that to this block and put a torch on it. And then just for testing, we're going to put a sticky piston on that with a block. So when we activate this bud switch, it will toggle back and forth. In other words, it's a T output from the bud switch. So that's the bud switch done, and we can move on to the pistons. Just before we do that, I'm going to run a wire here, and this is completely optional. But what this will allow us to do is add a button later if you want to be able to control this with a button as well as the bud switch. And I'm also just going to get rid of the testing piston and torch there. So now we can put the pistons in, and I'm going to do that just by moving one out here and making a ring. And then we want to put blocks in so that we can power them. Now the block that goes right here, you're going to want to use glowstone. Now these parts are going to be wired up slightly differently. We're going to power these 4 pistons via blocks here. The repeater goes into that block and then redstone on this block to power this one. And now we can put all the repeaters in. And the redstone. Okay. Next we want to put a block here and redstone there and there, and then we want to cut these off with some extra blocks. And in fact, in this spot right here, we want to put a torch. So this wire underneath actually points directly into that block. So that's where that torch is getting its power from. So at this point, we can put on the bookshelves. And then we can give it a test. Looks good. So now we just need to fill in the ground. Let's just try it out one more time. Perfect. Now if you want the optional button, you can place a block with a button on it here, and then just sort of dig down, put a redstone here, a repeater right there, and then wire here, here, dig down again, and connect it to that wire that we added earlier. We can fill this grass in, try it out. So that can be particularly useful if it gets out of sync. So like it's activated without anything there, you can reset it to its right setting. So that's all for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. And for those of you waiting for Over Engineering episode 2, it's coming very soon, I promise you. So watch out for that. But until then, see you next time.